Loach.
Live in the building.
Yo, DJ!
That's how we do it.
You're in the mix.
You're in the mix with Not For The Weak Pod.
Welcome to commercial-free radio.
It's not radio, dumbass.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise.
On the troll.
This show will begin now.
But I see you still doing this shit, man. Niggas gotta remember who was like the first one out here doing this shit.
I do. Somebody said it. Like a lot of people say it though, but you know.
Yeah, man, you were one of the first people to like, yo, bro, you know what's the crazy shit though? How we met was you was on the opposite side of me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? R.I.P. Rest easy, my nigga Trip Low. You was on that side. I was over here. I was soaking my shit, and you was over there like, talk to him.
On my Khaled shit.
Yeah, talk to him, Trip. That nigga ain't gonna win. Yeah, man, I remember that shit, bro. Yeah, but yeah, everything all good, man. I definitely, you know, I'm kind of creeping back into the scene and shit like that. That's how me and you got back linked up and shit like that. But what's the word? What's new in the streets, man? I see you still out here, man. You outside. What's up?
I mean, you know, it's years deep right now. You know what I'm saying? I started this whole thing in 2016, man. And you know, I stopped for a little bit, but I come back and revamp it. You know what I mean? Because I always got to be different. That's one thing about me. I always got to be different. I started off like a regular, and there's no downgrade to nobody, like a regular podcaster and whatever. But I believe I was the first to do it with the cameras too, though, because they was just podcasting with the mics. Yeah. And they wasn't doing it around here. They was doing it worldwide. It's podcasting with the mics. But I believe I was the first to, you know, say, let's put some face on this shit.
Yeah, because I remember we did it with just the mics, and we were in 1804. And listen, bro, I was so paranoid. I was like, I'm probably gonna die after this interview. You know, motherfuckers didn't like me and shit like that. So I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? We were in the studio, bro. It was nothing but vibes, bro. Like you always had your radio personality with it, man. Whoever knows you, it's like I don't know how you are with everybody else, but I know when I first met you, it was fuck that nigga, kill that nigga, Trip. And then right after the battle, it was like, my nigga, you know that was just awful. You know what I mean? We were just in the heat of the moment, bro, and it was nothing but love right there, bro.
Right. Like with me, it's always all love, man. You know what I'm saying? Love is something that I always try to spread, even with like the shows I do. The shows I do now, I might get a little raunchy, but I always try to spread love in the same aspect. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. What's your shows all about, man? Like, give them a little update on like what's going on. Is it still the same thing? You just got local talent coming through? Like, what's going on?
Man, we everywhere with it. Like, I always been everywhere with it. You know what I'm saying? You know, my little tag at the bottom used to be worldwide. You know what I'm saying? I got a interview coming up next week with my guy from Oak Cliff, Texas. You know what I'm saying? So we always worldwide with it, man. I'm just getting all the way back in the swing of things, though, you know?
Yeah.
Because like when I stop for a little bit, take my little pauses, now it's like you gotta re-look at the scenes and see what's hot now. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Things changes up all the time.
Yeah. Has it been all right? Because you started in 16, that was like 9 years ago, type shit, almost, you know, going on 10. How difficult? Because like with me, you know, I have 5 different co-hosts. Bro, and it still takes a lot out of me. You know what I mean? Because I'm doing it with everybody. You know, life be lifing with this shit. You know what I mean? Unless you got, you know, all day to do this and just spend your time on it, like this podcast and social media shit, it takes a nice portion of you. Like, how much does this like take from you, bro?
All right. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna answer that question first, and then I want to say a little more about because it actually started before 2016.
Okay.
But man, this takes anything you're trying to build takes 24/7. You feel what I'm saying? Even when I'm at work, because I got a job too. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my great job. That's unlike being the back end of my company. But
yes, sir.
anything you do takes 24/7, man. It takes a toll. I'll be at work and I'll be just thinking like, man, all right, I can change this, I can do this, you know what I'm saying, to make it pop more. I gotta, it's you're always thinking about it.
Yeah, perfecting your
Yeah.
craft, bro. It's very stressful, bro.
Now, like where this company come from, this picture right here, can you see it?
Yes, sir.
This is my sister. She passed away in 04. And
Damn.
at that time I was doing music. And she said, I got it right on this picture. I love the music, but how you gonna promote it? So the dream, she passed away in 05. Like no, she passed away in 04. Like right after she told me that, it was like she passed away. So for all those years, I was thinking of how I'm gonna do it and how I'm gonna make it happen.
Right.
So this is where the company comes from. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, my slogan is more than music is life. And I mean every word about that.
Yeah, the reason why I fuck with you, Mav, is because like you really show love. Like you ain't one of those type that you're gonna go out your way, but you do extend a hand. Like that's the one thing I see boxers, rappers, other podcasters. I see you just showing love to everybody, bro. Is it hard for you to do that after a while? Because I have people, that was previously on my team or that wants to be around the team, and it's like I showed so much love these last couple years where it's just like sometimes it's hard to like be that person all the time, bro. So like does that take a toll on you doing all of this?
I mean, the thing with me is like I believe in I gotta get the words right for it. I believe in, you know what I'm saying, frequencies. You feel what I'm saying? I live by that. I wake up every morning and I listen to my frequencies. I go to sleep and I listen to my frequencies. You know what I'm saying? You know what frequencies are, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
The whole world is built on that.
Yeah.
If you play some music by some water, it'll start moving. You feel what I'm saying? That's why when it comes to like just being positive and stuff, man, I wake up every day to be positive. I wake up every day to spread love. Now, that's not saying that I don't get upset sometimes, but I do get upset. But everything that I ever been through, guess what I can do? Let it go like that. I don't hold on to grudges. I don't do none of that stuff. That's what make your life easier. Like
Absolutely.
people get mad every day. It's people dying because of they can't let go of something that was probably minor in some cases, and you end a life over something minor. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bro, I was the bully for
I
6
know.
years. Yeah, I was the bully for 6 years, and it was like I didn't understand the frequencies and the energies and all of that you put out there. And I was doing a job that
Right.
we didn't all of this clout shit in 2016, that shit was brand new. So we were just kind of discovering it. And I was in a different mode. I had just came home from prison. So, I had that mentality of just negativity and trying to be the toughest and the roughest and I don't care and this and this. And people, what people don't understand is that people actually love that negativity shit. They try to act like, oh, I don't want that. He's too much. He's this, he's that. But those be the people that throw the gasoline on the fire. So it took me to where I had to like separate myself from the battle world and just Youngstown, just the Youngstown people and everything, and get my mind right because, bro, it was very hostile and like fucking just
Right.
it just took so much for me, bro. So living positive is way better than negative. You get more money, you think better, everything is just so much better, bro. So I definitely feel you on that one, man.
I got another saying: life is simple, people make it hard. Most of the things that people go through in life, They can't let go of what their parents did to them or how their life was when they was younger. So that stick with them. This you know this interview gonna be longer than what you think.
Oh
'Cause I
no, we
got a lot
good.
of
We
stuff.
here, baby. We here, man. We here.
So it's like people let all that stuff weigh on them. They don't know how to let it go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I've been waiting for somebody to interview me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Life is simple. People make it hard, man. Like it's just it's scary to wake up. It's hard. It's harder to be positive. Positive is gangster to me. You feel what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah. For sure.
Positive
That's
is
real
gangster to
shit.
me because I'm different from anybody else. You can't tell me I'm like nobody else because I don't walk the same path as everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I let God lead me, man. I let God lead me. I might cuss, I might drink a little bit, but I'm still making sure I have to do what I have to do. I'm not closing the church doors and say, hey, until I get this 40. Until I get
Yeah,
this 40.
right. Close the church doors. We need $20 from everybody up in there, motherfucker. Yeah,
You
nah,
know?
man. Nah, yeah, and you know what? And that's and I'm not gonna lie, when I sat back and I seen, people like you and and Gary and Kev Bless and all that, and I see all y'all
Mhm.
positive energy, I'm like, how do you not get tricked out of your spot? Because
Right,
that was my thing. I used to get tricked out of my spot, and it was by anybody, because anybody could get it in my book. You know what I mean?
right.
It took me a very long time to grow up because I didn't really have that guidance and stuff. But like you have, your sister's words and everything. Like, but what really had you? Was it your sister that was what had you on the right path?
I mean, my sister, and I still, it's been years now, you know what I'm saying? And I still deal with it a lot. Like, it's not a moment that goes by that I don't think about her. You feel what I'm saying? Like even when it comes, and it might sound a little bit weird, even when it comes to like getting with a female or something, I try to find some of my sister's qualities.
Yeah,
Like people used to looking at their mom. My mom
yeah.
a good mom too.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to find my sister's qualities in these women. You feel what I'm saying? So I know that sounds weird.
No, no,
It
no.
do
I,
sound
I,
weird.
it's the same exact thing with my wife. My wife is it's the things that we respect of the women's in our life. Like
Right.
you respected your sister for her thought process or her morals or whatever that she taught you. So you kind of looking like me. I don't like a chick that's just gonna be smoking a blunt and just ashing on the floor and just
Right.
leaving the dishes everywhere. Now it's very annoying. It's very annoying because it reminds me of my mother, where she just couldn't stay the fuck still and chill the fuck out. But at the same time, the house is always clean. My fucking
Right.
drawers are always clean. Everything is here. And that's something that I respect so much. It's
Right.
irritating, but I totally get it, man. And that's
Right.
beautiful, bro. I don't know if you've seen the announcement. Me and Fleet Dub, we are joining forces after 8 years, bro.
That
And
hold on. I seen that. I
yeah,
seen that. I'm like, man, that's about to be crazy.
bro, we like Mav, because you were there December 10th. You were there for our first video. You were there for the first battle. You were there for
Yeah.
everything. Like, bro, like you were there where we were making a lane for Youngstown. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like in
It should have
2016.
never stopped. It
Where
should
do
have
you
never
think
stopped.
where do you think it stopped at? Like how, because I wasn't around after a while. Like I think after 18, after the shooting and everything like that happened, everything completely stopped. Where do you feel like Clash was just like you stopped, was like, I'm good.
I mean, I think I went to. I think how many was it at the building?
All of them. We had a couple
Yeah,
that was
yeah, yeah.
outside. Like we had a couple away games, but it was mainly always in
See, 'cause
1804.
after the first one, I went to the second one, and then life was life. So I couldn't get to everything. So you know what I'm saying. I had to get grounded and get into my mindset and get back to me for a second. You know, Clad, Fleet, everybody who a part of it, you got to bring it back, man.
Bring it back,
It's
man.
it's a whole new thing out here. We just got to make sure security all the way up.
I mean, Youngstown music is it because the way that I seen it, because I came home from prison in 2016 in the summer, and then that December.
That's why you was rah like that.
I was crazy, bro. You know what I mean? So I had came home, and then we had did that, and it was like I grew up in Youngstown. I'm from New York. I'm from the Bronx, 170 3rd. But I did high school in Ohio for the football. But even when I was doing the football, I was doing the battling and stuff like that. I really never seen a lane for music. Like, you had people, No Joke, you had Crazy Chris, you had people doing their things, but there was no unity. There was no place that, you had a couple open mics here and there, a couple people showing love and shit like that. But Clash battles, bro, was a moment in the city, bro, that I just wish everybody could just go back and just replicate that, man. We were young, we were broke. We were, you know what I mean? It was the beginning of social media because fucking Facebook just came out with the live and clout wasn't a thing yet. And yeah, man, what was your most favorite time, if you could remember, in Clash battles?
Favorite time was the battle with you and Trip when I was up on stage with y'all.
Hype man like a mother. Listen, if you want a hype man, you go get Mavric the fucking ghost, bro. Cause boy, let me tell you, I thought we were gonna throw hands, boy.
Listen, the thing with me, I don't fear nothing. I walk with God. I don't fear nothing, and nothing happened.
Nah,
because I'm gonna talk to you afterwards, like, yo, pop.
Yep, definitely showed love, man.
And you was a big nigga, so you know what I'm saying. I knew I was gonna have to put some work in.
Yo, honestly,
you were fresh out too. So you've been lifting and doing.
I'm fat now. You can't tell because of the thing, bro. I gained 100 pounds since then, bro. I'm 100 pounds heavier.
I was skinny as hell then too, because at that, listen, what people don't know, at that time, you know where we was at all day, sleeping that motherfucker. Everything. 1804, man. We was hungry. Hungry. We was sleeping in there.
Yeah. Yo, bro, I shot my first. Listen, I'm married now, so but I shot a video. I shot a video, won a battle, shot a porn. I fucking partied, everything in a 12-hour span in 1804, bro. Shouts out to Stan B, bro. He did the Aftermath song with me. Literally, we had a battle. Stan threw me a party. He threw me in the studio, made a beat that night. We made a music video. There was people just coming in and out, bro. Like that was the trap house for artists at one point, bro.
Man, listen, I want to get that vibe back at my new building, man. And we definitely we on for tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm in there.
All right, we're doing the interview tomorrow at my building, man. But nobody can take away 1804 days.
Nope.
Even if you Google YTG Radio right now, go ahead, Google it on your phone. It's gonna say 1804 Oak Street, and I will never change that.
Bro, it was
unless they changed it.
It was one of those
now,
times, bro. It was one of those things where it's like you had to be there to understand that at any given point somebody could have got really, really badly hurt. Somebody could have got killed, shot, whatever. But it was the way I like to describe it, man.
It wasn't gonna be nothing else, though.
right, exactly. The vibe that I like to compare it to is like the Source Awards with Suge Knight. Yeah, you know what I mean? Where you're going in there, you don't know which side you're gonna be on by the end of the night, and you don't know what might happen. You know what I mean? But it was a fucking time. I miss it. I can't wait until we start throwing more events. I'm sure that Fleet has something up his sleeves. I do not battle no more. So
make sure you let Fleet know that I have a venue. It's a lot of stuff I've been blessed with. I got a venue. I got a lot of things. I'm about to start doing like some showcases and stuff like that. I don't know what you call them. I call it concerts. Some concerts, stuff like that. But I'm waiting till this summer because I'm like I said, this is a 24/7 thing, man.
Yeah, man. You know what, man? What I realized, it's all about the team that's behind you. You could do so much by yourself. And I just realized, like, you really it takes a. Are you doing this all by yourself, Mav?
Yeah, I'm building my team right now. Shouts out to A Break a Day because they're here too. In my little quarters. So I'm trying to do like marathon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle.
R.I.P.
But yeah.
Yeah, man, it's very hard. Like I said, I got 5 different hosts. And life be lifing with people on the podcast world.
Right.
Everybody wants to be great, but
one thing about it, you gotta make sure. Shouts out to my co-hosts too, Mavric and Jay Casanova. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to them. East side, Snoop.
Bro, I can't wait to work with you, bro, because it's been, you were the one, like, it was you and then Gary that was like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I don't give a fuck what side I stand on. You ain't say shit to me. You know what I mean? So it was just all love. So, you know, I'm just trying to return the favor. Tomorrow we're gonna make it an epic.
But your energy was so crazy. I'm like, man, I don't know what's gonna happen after we get off this stage. So this guy right here.
Bro, you know what it was? I'm from New York, and I say a big part of it was because I had just came home, so I was acting like a tough guy. I'm a nerd.
But New York niggas is cocky anyway.
Right.
Like when you come to food or anything, this don't taste like New York pizza.
Exactly. So it's like the way that I seen it was these niggas are not on my level. You know what I mean? So I really was on some like playful wrestling type shit. You know, wrestling. We're gonna tell a storyline and we're gonna make this shit good. And you know, it didn't matter how much I explained it to people, bro. I could have explained it to people's baby. Like I used to have Mav. I used to have to like make the calls to the homies. They had to have their OGs call them. We used to have to meet up in a mutual spot. Like it was always some shit, bro. It was always something, bro. But those were broke tough guy vibes. But now, you know, we winning now, bro. Like everybody's doing their thing, everybody's growing up. So I don't know if we could really replicate that because life is life, and a lot of that time, we were just trying to make a lane for young sound music. We were trying to make a lane for others, but also still be great. And we didn't know what we were doing. So I think
right now, since we're in the right predicament, right? Now we can show the right predicament that you can evolve, you can change, and when you change, good things happen. And when you keep yourself around good people, one thing about it, I know people love their people. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? But sometimes you have to X out certain people because when you get to a bigger area in your life, you got to make sure them people that's when you're in that big area of life, right? They can handle that big area of life because then sometimes shit change to dry hating and they start hating on you.
Yeah.
And then they start plotting on you. And being from the city that you know what I'm saying?
You know, I know.
Being from the city, you might still have these people around you all that time. They're waiting, they plotting. Oh, I know his moves. You feel what I'm saying? Shit can be love and then it changes. Just like that.
This isn't back in the day.
That's one reason I really stay to myself.
Yeah. That's the best way to stay, bro, because you know what? I realized, like, it doesn't matter what you do for a person. And when you get more successful, it's more snakes. Like, it's more weird shit that happens because common sense isn't common. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000.
Right.
Everybody doesn't have the same, thought process as me and everything. And I don't have the same thought process as other people. A
Right.
lot of the times when you're winning, like you say, you're winning, you thinking you winning with your dogs, and your dogs is on some like, let me see what I can get out this nigga, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let me just ride this way. Like I had a girl on my podcast. She was a host. I'm pretty much hand feeding her everything. We're doing celebrity guest, everything. And then I decided that I wanted to part ways because we had a situation. And I had a celebrity guest for her. And I'm like, look, you can have the celebrity interview. You just have to pay for it. This is her lane. This is something that she wanted to do. And it was on some like, nah, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? But this is your lane. You know what I mean? This is for you. So everybody
Right.
wants you to hold their hand and walk them through the process, even when you're just learning. They could have been in the game for 5 years and you just stepped in and they just want to piggyback on you. And then the moment you have to be a boss and make those decisions like, nah, bro, like go on your own, you're the biggest piece of shit, bro.
Right.
You're the worst person, and they could have been saying you were the most realest nigga, and then boom, you just like the most selfish like piece of shit in the world. Has that ever happened with you?
Man. Listen, bro. It's gonna happen. That's the only thing I can say about it. It's gonna happen because listen, when it comes to this, they be like, "Oh, you got it." Like even family members be like, "You got it." I'm like, sometimes I don't have it. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? Sometimes I have to, you know what I'm saying, maneuver shit and make shit happen. I've been advocate of saying, let's make it happen. And I'll do anything to make what I need to get done happen. That's the whole thing with being the business owner and everything. Man.
That's a part
Like,
of being a man in society today, but you don't have those people. You try to have people that do the easy ways and just
right.
cutthroat and they
It's
think
no it, it, it's no way around it.
yeah, there's
You
no
have to,
AZs and Mitches no more. There's only Ricos. That's it.
right.
You know what I mean?
Like
You want to
if you
kill a nigga for
want
17 bricks.
to and that's not even and then you gonna waste all the money and not even come
You
up
gonna
like
dry the
you think
streets
you're
up
gonna come
because you a dickhead. You know what I mean? You gonna dry the streets up. You know what I mean?
up.
We could eat forever just being a team player. You could eat
Yeah.
forever because
Keeping the
people think
motion. If something's not broke, why try to fucking fix it?
right. Because people tend to think, oh, I'm just a team player. His job seems easy. Listen, bro. When you behind this motherfucker, you gotta book your shows, you gotta be on time, you gotta be consistent, you gotta put the money up, you gotta make a whole brand. This shit is not easy, bro. This shit is not, and I salute you for doing this shit 10 plus years, bro. I salute you for being consistent or going away and coming back. It's the fact that you
Right.
even come back, bro. I salute you because this shit is listen, bro. I just quit the other day. I quit one day, and literally the next day I had to come back like April Fools, I got you.
But
It be like
listen,
that, bro.
when it comes to doing this though, brother, you can't stop. If you believe in it, if you believe in something that you really want to do, don't stop. People may
Right.
think you stop. Like I said, I took a million breaks.
Yeah.
People may think you stop. But in my head, when you love something, when it's in your head, you got to keep going and keep pushing. And damn if they don't believe in the shit now.
Yeah.
Because you got to make these motherfuckers a believer. I don't know if I can cuss on here, but I
Oh
cuss.
no, you all good, man. This is come on, man. It was not for the week, baby. You know what I mean? But yeah, man.
You got to make these motherfuckers a believer because it's a trillion haters. Listen, now you got me on my shit. It's a
Please get on it.
trillion haters out here that you try to build with them, and then they be like, all right, how you do that? How you do this? How you do that? And then this happened when I first started too. And then the next week, they come up with their own goddamn show.
This is why niggas gatekeep.
You didn't gave them the motherfucking
formula
thing, because you showing love, especially being a person like me, showing love the way I do. And they next week have a whole show. Like, damn, your show.
This is why niggas gatekeep, bro. It's not because, you know, like, it's man, this game. It's not even just this game, it's every game. It's the drug game, the battle world, you know, every game. You know, you try to put your people on, and you know, you almost have to be snakish of who you want to put on. Because the person you passing the gun to, they might use it on you, man. You might thinking that, yo, you just giving this shit for protection or some shit, and you know, it's the game, bro. Like, you can't just, like, I was doing an intern for a podcast before I started my own, and I'm giving out all the ideas. I'm talking about, this dude had a whole staff, man, like a whole staff of niggas, and nobody was really doing anything. And I'm like, yo, I'm talking to his mans like, yo, we need to be doing this and we need to be doing that for the brand. You know, the brand is, we're not getting paid at the time, but it's just like, yo, this is what I want to do. And it was like, I rubbed somebody wrong because I wanted more for the brand. And they're like, who the fuck are you? Took my whole idea and was like, yo, get the fuck out of here, bro. I was like, what? Just wow. Like, all right, bro. You know what I mean? And you can't even see, like, you can't build like, I was gonna build the brand just to shit on them, but then I'm like, you can't do that, man, because that's not the right reasons. You know what I mean? I'm not here to shit on people.
That's why I'd be like, I'm not, everything I do now, I keep to myself. Like, the way my company's built, I can do interviews with anybody in the state. You know, any state, like, and it's love. This is the other crazy thing. It's way more love in other cities.
Yes.
Like, when I start my tour, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting my tour the end of June. It's only a 7-day tour. And watch what happens.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to have enough time to get all the interviews I need to do.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's another sucky thing about it. Like, when you building something for people and they just send you off like you nothing. And I've been doing this for years. For years. I might not be the most popular person in the world. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna thank you again for letting me get on your show.
All the time, brother. Anytime.
I've been waiting for somebody to interview me. There's a lot I gotta talk about.
We here for it, bro. Not for the week, baby.
But it's like your own city. It's a lot of people who love me too in my city too. But your own city, like, when you ask for interviews, they trying to charge you. Oh, give me $300. You supposed to be paying me. I'm boosting you up.
Yeah.
$300 for an interview. What are you talking about? But you'll go to No Jumper and all this other shit that's not even in your own city.
Yeah. I'll name niggas, bro.
Hold on. I'm sorry. And your views don't even be shit when you go to them.
Exactly, bro. Listen, bro.
Your views don't be shit when you go to them, and you spent all this money with these, man. All right, go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
Yeah, niggas like, I mean, it's no beef or nothing, but Dice, Zoe, you know, these are the dudes that are like, you know, on Facebook, that is like, you know, fuck everybody. Nobody want to show me love. And it's like, yo, come to the podcast, bro. Just, you know, let me build your brand. You know what I mean? When you come on the podcast, it's all about you. This isn't to boost me up. I don't give a fuck about views or anything. It automatically comes with me. Like, I can just say I'm doing something and eventually it's going to catch on. I just got 1,000 subscribers in like 3-4 months. So on YouTube, that shit is hard to do, bro. You know what I mean? So like, fucking, yeah. So like, when you're talking to these upcoming artists and they're like, yeah, you pay me $200, nigga, for what? We're talking. We're not battling, bro. Like
we're promoting you. Just
right.
like again, when you go to these other cities, nigga, they're not calling you like, yo, you're hot. I want to get an interview. They're not calling you like that. You're paying them.
Exactly. Where was the
And
time that
your views is not up. You don't get 1 million views. I done watch every show that somebody went somewhere else to do an interview with. I'm sorry, this getting me hyped. I feel like you now.
The bully.
I didn't watch every show that these niggas did an interview with. And your views is regular, basic. Not even hitting 10,000. Not even hitting 5,000. You hitting 2,500.
Yeah.
At most.
And it takes about like 6 months for you to get that 25. You know what I mean? So
right.
I'm not listen. I don't knock.
Like 2 years, 2,500.
Yeah, I don't knock these niggas, right? I don't.
I'm
my
not
whole thing is, I'm not knocking niggas, right? But my thing is how could you ask me for money for a show or anything, and you're not trademark? Your name is Burrow Luciano's trademark. That's trademark, not for the week. High Flying Podcast, Lit Battle League, all of that shit, trademark. Like I own my name. You know what I mean? Like you could go and look up Burrow Luciano, and there's a whole stat of my fucking numbers, bro. And like you can see my numbers. I remember I used to go to motherfuckers like, yo, I've been the champion of my city for 2 years. I went on and I battled on main platforms. I battled, famous people. Like, what's up? Niggas was like, yo, you still gotta, we don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, niggas need to get humbled, bro, because it was a time where niggas really grind, like we're in the age of you motherfuckers just think that we're supposed to just give them. They're entitled to everything, bro. You know what I mean? Like when we were doing Clash, I was the one nigga that was getting paid. I was the only nigga at one point getting paid.
I remember you kept saying that.
Yeah, I was the only nigga getting paid. Why? Because all you niggas go battle, bring your family, and y'all can't do a packed house.
Right.
You can't do a packed house, bro. But I used to just be like, yo, I'm about to go live at 7 o'clock to talk shit about this nigga. Oh, we gotta go to this one now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but that was on the come up with my city. When I used to go to other cities would be like, yeah, we'll put you on, but we ain't gonna. You could take that Hollywood shit back to your city, bro. You know what I mean? So it's all about a balance. You know what I mean? So
I gotta tell you one thing real quick. I get hype about this because it's my business, but it's still all love. I'm a peaceful, lovable person. You know what I'm saying? But damn it, what is going on? Like y'all's mindset is just like crazy. All right, go ahead, sir. I'll try.
It's the entitlement, bro. These are all we're gonna say pandemic babies. All of these niggas before they actually got a real job that they had to work on, they got a stimulus check.
Right.
So these niggas don't know shit, bro. They don't know nothing about real work.
No, they don't.
So,
it's crazy. Life is simple. People make it hard, man.
bro, I'm taking my health very serious this time around because I'm married. I'm married. I've been married for the last 3 years. Same woman I went with that night.
Congratulations, bro. Hold on.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But my wife one day, she was sitting up. This was recent, and she was sitting up in the middle of the night. And she's fucking crying, like crying. And I'm like, why the fuck are you crying? Like the insecure Bronx nigga is like, bitch, who the fuck you talking to at this time? And it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Who the fuck got you crying and shit? And she's just like, yo, it really like hit me like we're getting older, and I need you here. You know, I want you around for as long as you can be around, you know. And I ain't got no kids, but I got 2 dogs, and you know, I got a beautiful house, and life is good, bro. Life is really,
Yeah,
really
I got
good.
a beautiful house too, man. That's a different. I'm sorry, sir, but that's a different feeling when you got a beautiful home. You're not around the bullshit. That's a
Yeah.
different feeling.
Yeah, because yo, when I was doing my bullshit and I was outside, bro, when I was in the streets,
Right.
I was in the hood, and
Right.
I I was on point all the time. You know, like before I used to go home, I used to have to circle the block, make sure nobody's following me.
Me too. Me
You
too.
know, I couldn't let people know where I stood at.
Mhm.
You know, I couldn't chill in front of the crib. Couldn't do barbecues in front of the crib and shit like that.
Right.
And then wifey was like, nah, nigga, we can't do this no more. And then you know, we started getting nice apartments. Then we had a condo, and then it was like, all right, you know, I got a good job. She's a nurse. We're living a good life. Time
Oh,
for a
cake
house.
cake. You got cake over there.
Yeah,
Shit.
man, yo, bro. Like I'm telling you, when you first saw me, it was fresh out of jail, broke as hell. Like I wasn't wearing socks. You know what I mean? Because laundry day and shit like that. Like I was fucked up back in the days, and that was
And
a that was a
I want to commend you, bro, because listen, if nobody gave you your flowers, I'm gonna give you your flowers right now, man.
thank you,
Because
brother.
I see the growth. When I checked out a few shows too, I see the growth.
Yeah,
And
man.
man,
You got
for
to, bro.
sure.
It's been 10 years. If you still the same nigga after 10 years, bro,
That's a
just give it up.
decade.
Yeah, hang it up, bro. You know what I mean? So I like I said, you have to change your surroundings. And um sometimes people don't want to change their surroundings. Like for instance, when all of that shit was happening, I was bringing my New York niggas in.
Right.
Like my New York niggas was flying in, staying down here with me and my sisters, and niggas was those same niggas seen where I was at in life, and they tried to kill me.
Right.
I have the video. Like the nigga tried to kill me, took a 2x4 and smacked me 11 times across the head until the white meat was showing. You know what I mean? And then
Damn.
that's where I was like, I gotta change. It doesn't matter how big you get. It doesn't matter if you don't change everything around you, bro.
You're
It's
gonna be in the same predicament.
yeah, man. So I had to realize that you know what? No, I'm not better than my friends. Or you know what? Yeah, I kind of am. You know what I mean? And you don't have to act better than somebody. You
Right.
should want to change with that person. And if they don't want to change with you,
You gotta let them go.
that's where you let them go. And that's with family, friends, you know,
Right.
anybody, bro. So yeah.
Listen, I'm like I said, I've been on this change. Like the devil gonna try to hit you just like devil gonna try to hit you always. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you need to do this and do that. But my God is strong. Like I was saying, this thing with my babies just left like um what, 2 3 weeks ago. You know, I still get off of work, think I'm about to take them to school. I'm not taking them to school. You know, that shit hurt.
Yeah, it does.
I can be out here, you know, going crazy about the shit, and but I'm not because you know I don't let what life try to do to me mess up my function. That's one thing you can't do in life,
Ain't
and a
no
lot of
homo,
people
bro.
let.
No homo, pause all the way. You have a beautiful soul, bro. And this isn't just like right now listening to you. Like, you know, we stood across from each other. You extended your hand. Like you've always been a beautiful soul, my G. And your flowers, you know what I mean? Like just continue being this person, bro, because humanity is very lost.
Right.
And we need strong people like you, bro. Like we need people that just think in that way and that is going to continue to do their shit because you know a black dude in 2025 losing his kids and not losing his kids but being away from his kids and stuff like that. Some people want to crash out. Some people really just don't even give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean? So for you to just be like, yo, it hurts, but I'm gonna keep doing what I do. And then you go and you interview a boxer, you have time to do my show, have time to do another show, got another show next week, still gotta go up to work. Yeah, man, I commend you, bro. For real.
You ain't got the tour coming at the end of
Got the
June.
tour coming, man. What's the name of the tour?
That's YTG Radio, man. We out here.
You already know, man.
I don't even
YTG
got a name
Radio.
for it yet, but we going. I'm working on the little limo thing, the little sprinter thing right now.
And yes, if you look up YTG Radio music, it does say he's still in 1804.
Yeah.
That's where the home is at. That's where the house is at, man. You know what I mean?
All day, every day, baby.
Man, what's some advice that you could give people, man? Just, you know, in life and podcasts and just anything financially. Just what can you give the advice to the people, man?
I'm gonna go with my first two first. It's more than music, it's life.
Okay, I like that.
Life is simple. People make it hard. And then just keep going, man. You got to keep going, no matter what you see in front of you, right? You can get past that. You can maneuver past it. And no matter what you're going through in life, man, a man has to be a man, and a woman has to be a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on. I know what's going on right now. Social media got everybody thinking they stripper, fucking porn star. You want to make money like that. And I ain't knocking how you making money, right? But that's not what you're doing. Is not woman qualities. And I want to talk about the woman right now. Like, when I seen Glorilla with that black suit on, I said, that is fucking sexy. Even though I like her when she naked too. Glorilla, what's up, baby? You was so fucking sexy. Oh my god.
You so fucking beautiful.
But when she had that suit on, I was like, she's sexy. You feel what I'm saying? Like half of these, every time, and I hate going on Facebook because every time I scroll, it's a beautiful girl that's halfway naked. That's cool now.
Bro, I just told my wife this shit the other day. Like, cause I'm just getting familiar with TikTok. Go follow me on TikTok, not for the week on TikTok. But I was just telling my wife on TikTok because it's like I would be going, you know, when you go on TikTok, they automatically throw you like who upload what, and then after you skip through that, they show you whoever's live, like just random lives. And it's always like pretty decent women that's doing nothing on live. And I'm asking my wife, I'm like, look at these bitches.
And they getting views like a motherfucker though.
Bro, I'm just like, yo, but you have not like I talk to women and I'm like, well, what do you bring to the table? I hate the answer me. If you're a woman and you think pussy and titties and you to the table is enough, it's 2025, baby. Eggs are $20 a carton. I need more. I need more.
Because I can get an ugly chick with a nice body that feel good with the lights off.
Listen, fat chicks love
I don't gotta
clean.
look at you.
Absolutely. Do you think, because I heard from Dwayne Wade's wife, Miss Gabrielle Union, that, you know, she at one point was going 50-50 with her because 50-50 with Dwayne Wade because you know, that was a strong black woman thing to do. And now all of a sudden she realized, oh my God, he's this fucking big NBA star. Why should I go 50-50? So she told him like, yo, I don't want to go 50-50 no more. You, at the age you are now in 2025, do you believe in 50-50?
I mean, listen. All right. This is a story I didn't want to have to tell. You know, last year, I believe in it now. Because last year, I remodeled a person's house, did this, that, and third. Remodeled the whole thing, like shit, nothing worse than that motherfucker. So I fixed everything, bought all brand new stuff, right? This person told me I should be giving them money. I'm paying all the bills too. So I should be giving them money to just because they with me. So I was like, shit, I just spent like $30,000-$40,000 on your house. I ain't talking about no little money. You did, and I did all the work myself too. But still, look at them numbers. Nah. Break up with you. Go do what I have to do. And mind you, this building right here, I got in December. Show you how fast it works when you stay in prayer and got God by you, right? Got this in December. Guess when I got my house? January, the end of January. So if that don't change nobody's life right there about what I'm saying, like how fast when you in the frequency, when you got God with you, how fast things move. Yeah, I believe in 50-50. But I would never take it. If I move somebody in my house, you know what I'm saying, this ours.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
See, because like with the issue, like with me and my wife, when me and my wife first got married, because like what what people don't understand is that a lot of the times I'm very vocal on social media. So I tell people when I don't like my wife, it's normal not to like your wife. It's
hold on, what? Wait a minute,
normal.
What?
It's normal. I don't give a fuck who you are, Mavric. It's normal not to like your significant other.
Not to like though?
You can love them, but you will not like them
All
at
right,
times.
I got you. Love the hell out of you.
I love listen.
But at this point, I don't like you.
I do not. I can't. If you're not giving me no pussy, you want to act weird. I don't like you. I do not like you.
What did you do not to get the pussy though?
But you know, come on, bro. When you are fucking with a woman that is very independent and she's got to go to work, you know what I mean? That's one of her excuses. You know what I mean? She don't want to. She's not right now. And you know what I mean? You gotta just take that, bro. You just gotta take your phone into the next room, lower the volume, X videos, baby.
Well, let me get a shout out to my beautiful lady. I'm gonna say the nickname Libby. Listen.
Shout out Libby.
Hey, we work together.
That's all it's about, bro.
When we off, it goes down.
Yeah, because I have to tell my wife like all the time, like, yo, you know, sometimes I really don't like you, but I love you. There isn't a woman in this world that I'll put above my wife. That's why I married her. Like, but when me and my wife first got together, well, not first got together, when we first got married and we decided to get this house, I didn't want my wife to really do it's 50-50, but I will go 90-10. I will do everything
for surely.
under like my thing where I had to check my wife, where it was like, you know, there was this one time where I believe it was like a belt or some shit. And I was like, I'm not going to pay all the rent this month. We're going to have to go 50-50. And it was an argument real quick because it was like, she had to check herself. And it was like, she said one of these things where it was like, we had to have a conversation as a unit. She was like, nigga, that's what you're supposed to do.
Oh, hold on. Time out real quick. Now, let me give you a little bit of game real quick. Now, you was taking care of everything, right? That's when you go, you don't say, I'm not going to take care of the stuff. That's when you go and be like, yo, babe, you know what I'm saying? I want this real quick. You should be able to do that. If you take care of everything with the 90-10, you should be able to be like, yo, I want this. And it should be no questions about it.
Right. See, but here's where I have to give leeway to certain women, because certain women, you have to start from, I don't give a fuck if she's 34, 42, Sometimes you have to dumb it down with women because they have fucked with so many fuck niggas before they got to you. They might not know who and what the fuck you're worth. So sometimes you have to tell her, like, if I want something, the way I would say it, it's too aggressive to actually tell a woman and she gets it right there.
You're aggressive, just like
me. Yeah. If I want something, there is no question. I don't want to hear no, you know what I mean? Because everything is gonna get done by me. But at the same time, a woman needs to understand and she needs to go through her little trials and tribulations with her husband, because that's what a relationship is about. You have to figure out if this is what you want, if this is worth staying. And I had to give my wife that rope sometimes. And there's been times that she was really on that ledge, ready to hang herself.
Right.
But that's how I knew she was the one, because every time where I was just like, go ahead, bitch, I dare you jump off, she was just like, maybe not. You know what I mean? And that's my relationship. Like it might not be like that with everybody.
The craziest stuff with that though, like, it's so many women, right, that's been hurt so many years, and they don't know when they have a good person in front of them. Even what I said about last year, right? They don't know when they have a good person in front of them. You know what I'm saying? They'll clash on to, it's like triggers, right? Yep. You'll say one thing, and they'll be like, yo, you're just like this, and you're just like that. No, I'm not. I'm not like none of that. And I'm not going to take nothing from that woman from last year, because I know she's been hurt. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nobody ever probably was like dumped all this money into some house or whatever like that before, but she still don't understand grass what happened. This is going to take years along the line to see what happened, right? I'm gonna say a little glimpse of it. Now, that was like November something. I broke up with her. Do you know I got a message last night? My nephew called me and said, yo, who you get my number to? I said, I ain't giving your number to nobody. What the fuck you talking about? She texts my nephew and say some weird stuff. It is March. No, it's about to be April.
It's April. April Fool's, bitch. Joke's on you.
Text my nephew. My nephew get mad at me. Who you get my number to? Don't get. I said, what? And he sent me what she sent him. I'm like, ugh. What the fuck? So I text the young lady, and again, I don't take nothing from nobody. I love, man. And people don't understand how much love I really got. Didn't get mad at her or nothing. I said, she said somebody was circling her house or something. I said, I haven't been to your house since we broke up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? I have too many things. Everybody who know me, I got too many things going on. Beautiful house. My building. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I work. Where the fuck I'm gonna get time to? And I love that this interview today too. You feel what I feel like Trump. I love what you do.
You're very, very good. Very good.
Very good.
Amazing.
But listen, and I got a beautiful lady beside me right now. You feel what I'm saying? Where do I have time to come to your house? I know I got the ski mask on, but you're not that important.
Yeah. But that's women though. That's probably
let me say one more thing, since I'm on somebody else's show right now. I want you to be amazing. I want you to find you somebody that's meant for you. And be happy. But don't put my name into none of your negative stuff that's going on in your circle. And it's the last time I'm talking about that. The last time I'm talking about you. The what I spent on the house and did this and did that. It's a gift. And I'm putting it on another show so they know. It's a gift. It's over with. I'm done with it. Don't text family members. Don't text Nobody. Don't text me no more. I'm happy.
Because that was her way to reach out. That was her way.
I know.
Well, what you doing? Let me tell you something, Mav. You're better than me because, bitch, if you not with me, die. If you ain't with me, I hope that everything goes wrong.
That used to be my perfect saying. Look, fuck you, die slow.
Yes.
Was my perfect saying.
What a dick in your ass.
But I am at peace.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful home. Beautiful building.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. I got 2 dogs. I got I'm talking about my babies too.
Yeah.
Lola. I know they can't hear me. Lola is my black cane corso. She's fucking beautiful.
Ooh.
And Rose is my XL pit. She's fucking beautiful too. So if y'all got dogs like that, as soon as they of age, we making them.
Yeah, I got a blue nose, man. I need a bad little thing for her, yo.
I got an all white XL pit. So beautiful.
Fire.
And I got an all black cane corso. Beautiful.
Oh, you got both all girls. Black?
All black. Both girls.
Ooh, that's what's up, bro. Listen, bro. I don't know what it is to have kids, bro. But I know when I look at my fucking pit bull, bro, I melt. Like that is my little girl.
You said kids. I'm sorry, sir. I don't mean to keep cutting you off. I know I'm not the host today.
Nah, actually you are. This is your show, brother.
Curtis and Kurt Bell. I love y'all. Love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. My boys. Curtis Jr. and Kurt Bell, my baby boy. My only 2 kids. I'm probably going to have like 10 kids by the end of this year. I'm playing. I'm joking.
Nigga, it is too expensive.